So people, as you know, today we are going to work with the session number 6. This time we are going to talk about university degree. Okay, so we are going to practice a little bit on vocabulary. We have a listening exercise, and then we are going to have some activities to develop by virtual environment. Good?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, perfect. So let me know if you can see the screen and the presentation I prepared for you.
Yes,
Can
I
you
can
see
see
that?
it. I can see it. Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Pablo and Mafe?
Yes.
No problem with that? Okay, perfect. So let's start working on this. We got the session number 6, as I told you before, university degree. So what comes to your mind at the moment of talking about university degree? What do you think about that? Mafe?
Uh,
Um, in Colombia, if you don't have a university degree, is like you can work, because if you want to earn more money, you need
Mm-hmm.
it. It's something basic, and if you only have like the basic university degree, you are not going to have more like opportunities for a better job. You have to need like a master or something after that.
All right. Perfect. So in that case, university degree means for you like improvement, not professional improvement,
Yes.
earning good money in that case. Okay.
Yes, in Colombia.
Yes, in Colombia, right? It is. Okay,
Yes.
Pablo, what do you think about a university degree? What comes to your mind when we talk about that?
uni University degree is what we're working every day to achieve. Is why we're doing this hangout right now,
Mm.
because that's our goal, to get the degree like sooner than later. So it's like our goal every day, and that's why we're doing all this stuff and practicing English and getting better at English, because we want to get our degree to start working.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. So, like a summary of your opinions, in that case, university degree means for you professional development, right? Something that you really need if you want to get a better status or getting a better living style, right? And in Colombia, well, we have some difficulties to get a university degree, right? Because of
Yeah,
the
it's hard sometimes.
educational program. I don't know if the
Yes.
policies, the government itself, it is really difficult for us to get it. But at the end, it is the most important to get it and continue doing more degrees, right?
Yes, right.
Mm, yes.
Okay. So let's start checking some vocabulary related to university degree, and you're going to tell me what you think it is, okay? Major. Let's start with the first word. We got major. What do you think it refers to? Any of you?
Mm,
But we can say like in Spanish or
like the
Well,
principal.
yeah, to make the definition in English, right? The concept. What do you think major is?
when I get like a master on something, a
A
major in arts,
master.
a major in literature. I don't know, like a higher level of education on a specific area.
Area? Well, not exactly. It is related to, but it's not exactly when you get that degree. That is something different. Let's see if Mafe remembers. Mafe, something to compliment or something
Uh,
to
when
say?
you get the like uh like the school graduation or something.
Mm,
No.
okay, wait. Major. Basically, major refers, remember this is according to the technical vocabulary we are talking now. Major
Tatiana.
refers to, hey, I listen somebody there. Leo,
Yeah,
are you
it's
there?
me, Leo.
Okay, hello, Leo. How are you?
Yeah, fine. A little bit bad because the internet wasn't working out properly. But yeah, I'm cool.
Okay, perfect. So we are talking about university degrees, right?
Okay.
So I was explaining to Pablo and Maria Fernanda, who are with us today. Major refers to the main subject to get into the program you choose for studying. Yes,
Okay.
the most important or the main field you get into the program, right? For example, if we are studying bachelor in English, yes, in English teaching, what will be the major for our kids? Let's see, Pablo, tell me something.
I didn't understand what you said before the explanation. I think
Mhm.
it's like the
Okay.
last semester, or
No, major refers to the subject. Yes, the most important subject to get into the program
uh,
you choose to
in
study.
this case,
In
in
our
this case
case,
will be English,
it will be
English
English.
language.
Mhm. For example, this is the
Okay,
focus of our program, right?
yeah, English.
English will be the major. Mhm. And for
Mm,
Yeah,
example, if we are studying, I don't know, medicine, what will be the major?
science.
The science, right? Which refers, of course, to the rest of the subjects, no? Anatomy, or
Okay.
I don't know, chemistry or something similar. If we have, for example, uh, environmental engineering, what will be the major? Let's see, Leo, that you're in there.
Can you repeat me once again the question? I don't know.
Yes, we're talking about the major of
Yeah.
the programs, right? So, what will be the major subject if we are studying environmental engineering?
To be honest, I don't know.
Math.
Maths, okay,
Okay. Yeah.
one of those. Another one, maybe?
Mm, uh,
That is a tricky question, right? Because, well,
yes.
I feel like environment, but not exactly environmental engineering. Yes, we can focus on the maths,
Calculus,
the
something
science,
like.
calculus. hmm Right. So, in general, maths for engineering is the major, right? Okay,
Yeah.
let's see the next one. We got advisor. What is an advisor, Maria Fernanda?
In that context, no idea.
In this context now, Pablo, any idea about
like,
what an advisor is?
like somebody who works in the university and help the student when they have a doubt or they don't know how to do something, and is there to guide them or offer answers.
Like you, like a tutor.
Eh,
Like a
yeah, I was gonna say exactly that, like you.
mm-hmm. All right, yes, perfect. But in that case, well, it is not too common in our context, in Colombian context, but usually in United States they have also a person who is helping you to discover your abilities, no, the attitudes and aptitudes you get about specific
Like
programs, right? So they said like,
like
yes, you are good for studying this because you like the painting, for example, for an artist, or they try to discover your abilities, basically. So that will be an advisor they have in the university. Do we have something similar in Colombia?
I think in schools, in high schools, is sometimes like a psychologist.
Yeah.
The counselor.
That's a word. Very good. The counselor.
Counsel.
Yes,
See,
it
most of
is
the
a
times
person
it's
who
kind of like
advises.
psychologists.
Exactly. They try to guide the students, right, to
Mm,
choose their orientation. We can say that, like the way
Yes.
they want to,
guide.
hmm
Yeah.
like a guide too. Very good. Okay, so we got major advisory, scholarship. Leo, explain to me what
Scholarship.
scholarship means.
Um, is scholarship is when you don't have to pay a tuition. The
Why?
education, the education is for free. Maybe because you did a good exam. Uh, my own experience is a good example of this. For example, when I got into Javeriana, I got, well, it wasn't a full scholarship, but it was a middle scholarship because of having done a good performance by playing the clarinet. So I was granted this scholarship for 10 semesters, but the only condition that they told me was to be able to keep an average above 4.
Oh, and you really did it.
Yeah,
Great. It is really difficult to get it. I mean, you have to be constant and very, very disciplined. And more
yeah,
a musician, it will be more difficult. You have to
and it's
practice too much.
and if you want to travel overseas, especially to the United States, it's very essential to have a scholarship because the tuition is about maybe two thousand $2,000.
Mm-hmm. Right. So it is basically the scholarship is like the financial aid or the
Aid,
financial
yeah,
help,
the financial aid.
which is provided to a student because of their performance. No, it's because you got merits,
Yeah,
that money to enroll the university. Yes, Mafe, Pablo, is that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's something that refers to academic excellence
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
from some students
Exactly.
that the university can provide with this help, this benefit, that they
Mm-hmm.
don't have to pay the tuition.
Yes, perfect. Exactly. There is an excellence they have to be when they want to enroll to a specific university. Very good.
yeah. It depends.
Okay.
It depends on your exam
Yeah.
because yeah, there are different kinds of scholarship. There are some kind of scholarships that only sponsors people only with the tuition, but there is a full scholarship that is going to help people out in all these things that refers to housing, feeding, stuff like that. So you don't
Mhm.
have to pay anything. You are able to live on campus.
Exactly. Very good. Thank you for that explanation. Okay, so next one, Mafe, could you please explain
Bachelor degree is when you finish the school. When
when
It's
you
you,
finish the school?
yes, no, or it's the same that
When
at the
you
university. When you
get the
finish,
diploma and everything?
you, ah,
It is when you get the diploma or something like that?
yes.
Okay. Any other idea, gentlemen, to
bachelor's degree.
complement Mafe's idea?
In other words, bachelor's degree is your undergraduate program.
Right.
Undergraduate program.
Exactly. So basically,
Like
tell me, Pablo.
the program we are now, right? The bachelor's degree in
Yeah.
English as a foreign language.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So it is basically the undergraduate studies you got when you complete it. So you got a successfully a process, you get the degree, right? So basically, it refers to that. The whole process you get until the end, you get a successfully and completed undergraduate studies. That is a bachelor's degree, right? And there is another one when you finish this bachelor's, you get another degree, or usually we want to study another degree. What's the name of that degree?
Master's
Master.
program.
Master's degree. And after the master,
PhD.
right, we got the PhD that I suppose all of us are pointing to get, right?
Yeah.
In theory, yes, that's the idea.
Very? Yes, yes, we
Yeah.
but that is one of the challenge we got as graduated students, right? But it is a long process anyway.
a long way to go. Yes.
Exactly. Right. So let's continue here. We got extracurricular. Pablo, what do you think extracurricular refers to?
Activities you do outside of the regular class that you see, like what we're doing right now, these live encounters. It's an extracurricular activity because they don't give you grades for it, and other kind of activities you can do to improve or get better.
Perfect. Excellent. That's the definition we got. So basically, outside the regular academic studies, right? We get something to improve ourselves, maybe to enjoy a little bit more, to to spend our free time, right? So those activities are also offered by different universities. Some people don't like them or they don't know about them, so it's kind of hard to get people enrolled in this kind of activities. For example, encounters, right? We don't have too many people who can practice with us. Um, so let's see. Tell me, you want to compliment something?
Mm-mm.
No?
Nope.
Right. So let's continue now. Housing fees. Mafe, what do you think it is? Housing.
Um, the fee, I think this when university give you like money to help you to pay your rent or something.
Okay, it is about renting. Okay.
Yes, because fee is like quota.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A monthly payment. Yes.
Yes, but
Okay. Pablo, something to compliment?
Yeah, it's like when you live in a residence that is part of the university and it has a monthly cost. That's kind of like the housing fees, I think. But you have to pay to be able to be in that residence.
Exactly, right. So in that case, well, we don't have it too much in our Colombian context, but usually in USA you have to pay your rent to be in a room into the same university, right? As a
Yeah,
as Matthew mentioned before, it is like a monthly payment you do and you give to the university to stay in the same building, right? You don't have to go from one place to the other as we have to do in our contest, right?
yeah, it's better that way. Like you like living there in the university. I think it's much better
Mm-hmm.
the way the
Yeah,
Americans do it.
Living.
But
it's
well, it's United States an industrialized country, and they're able to have colleges like that.
mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
it's much better. I think
it
it
would
could
be
be
nice.
a great experience.
Yes, I think the same, but well, in our case, it's not it's very difficult because we don't have the buildings not to support that kind of or the bunch of students university usually has, sorry.
Yeah,
So it's
the resources, the organization is not the same here.
mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have that opportunity. But in USA, it has to be a great experience
Yeah.
to meet
that's
people along with all. Nice. Tell me, Martha.
that's the same like the campus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you got the big campus, and into the campus you have a specific building where you can rent a room.
Mm,
So there is when
okay.
you said, the housing is the room, so you have to pay monthly, like the rent
Okay.
into the same universe,
Okay.
right? Okay, let me check something because I have another person here. I don't know. Well, this person was in a different encounter. Okay, now continue with the next one. Leo, explain to me. Christian.
Tradition.
Tuition is what you have to pay in order to get into the university.
Mm-hmm. That's basically the money you pay for taking
Yeah.
classes. right?
Yeah.
And to be
Like the
taught.
like
Mm-hmm.
the cost of the semester.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. So basically, we have a semester, or in our case, we are paying by credits.
Oh yeah,
So
Okay.
the academic grades. Yes.
exactly. So that is like the modality we have right now in our universities because it's in general, right? Colombian universities they are going to that modality.
Mhm.
Um, in the university, American universities, I don't know, they pay semester, or do you have any other idea about payment in your
No.
Well, for what
Monthly.
I know, you have to pay well the tuition, the housing. They have like all these items. Here in Colombia, you just pay the semester and that's it.
Mhm.
So
Right.
that's the little I know is that they have to pay like a little bit more of things. I think that when you live in these residences, you have to pay like breakfast and lunch on Sundays. It's like an extra money.
Yeah,
I don't remember the name exactly, but
but
these
yeah,
little things.
they have more expenses than we have in here. But well, counting
Yeah,
that they have everything close, right? Because we have to move from one place to the other. So that also goes with spending time more than money in our case. Leo, do you want to compliment
yes.
something?
I don't know. Okay, maybe if I look back 2 years ago, uh, I wanted I wanted to get into Juilliard. Juilliard is an important university when it comes to study music. That's why I was thinking objectively. I mean, I was thinking about the costs that pertains to housing and feeding. And for example, when we are talking about housing, if you wanna live, if you wanna live into Juilliard, you need to pay at least $1,800 per month, monthly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
My,
monthly.
my.
And if you wanna study, if you wanna live there, you need to pay at least $2,000 monthly. So
Not possible to afford that.
you need to have lots of jobs
Hmm.
if you wanna be able to live into Juilliard, for
Rich
example.
parents.
Imagine, and what about the time for practicing? You don't have time for practicing
Yeah,
any of
there's no
those.
time for anything.
Oh my dear.
You
Well,
need rich parents to pay you for that.
really, you need to be from a rich family to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, people, very good. So let's see the next word. We got meal plan. What do you think it is or it refers to? Pablito, tell me something here.
Meal plan?
Yep.
Well, that depends on the kind of. Sometimes the students need like a special diet, so like what you're going to pay for your meals during the course of the semester. You know, you're gonna, like I said before, you're gonna be like eat breakfast and lunch on Sundays or maybe Saturdays. They can charge you an extra.
Uh-huh.
So it's like the whole alimentation plan for the semester.
Mm-hmm. So we got a fitting plan in that case.
Feeding
All right.
plan, yeah.
Well, it happens in United States. Do you remember? Do you know any university we have in here in Colombia to offer this kind of meal plans? Or
No, no, they have like a
No.
cafeteria
Yeah, no more.
and you go, you eat what you want. But not
mhm.
like in a specific plan, no.
Yeah, it is really weird to find maybe in here in Colombia. Do you know some of them, Leo, or have you heard about any university?
If you ask me about Colombia, I don't know. I don't have an idea. But when it comes to the United States, maybe I could give you an example. 1 year ago, I wanted to get into a university by the name of Lynn that is located in Miami. And yeah, after reading those kind of things that pertain to the university, yeah, about the special meal, yeah, there were three special meals. So there was one in which you will have to pay at least uh, $1,500 per month, and it comprises of, for example, um, orange juice, eggs, and bread, and some bread. It was the what pertains to the breakfast, and there were others that maybe the cost would be more expensive. It would be more than $200,000.
Only
Two
for me.
thousand dollars.
Oh my dear.
So
No, it's
the
much.
cheapest meal,
Mm-hmm.
the cheapest meal plan was about $1,500, and the more expensive was about more than 5,000 dollars.
No, that's too much only for eating. So you have to make a diet or something to be in that kind of university.
Yeah,
Vegetarian.
Ah, but it
those,
helps anyway because
th-
you don't eat too much. So
Mhm.
it is
those
mandatory.
eggs were really expensive.
Sure. Okay,
Yeah, I
perfect.
remember that. I remember that the most expensive meat plan
Mm-hmm.
was about, yeah, you could have for lunch, for example, fish or some kind of meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's what I could remember at this moment.
So there is not really worthy to pay those
No.
things. You can find it outside. Oh my dear. Well, that's the luxury things we have in Miami's universities. Okay, let's see. Next one. The final word we got in the vocabulary, enroll.
Here.
Mafe, can you please tell me what enroll is?
Mm, is when you have like options to study at university and you register in a career, specific career.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cool. Yes. So basically, you choose a specific program you want to be in, and you just um, accept all the terms and conditions of the university to get into that program. So you enroll, filling up all the formats and the process you have to get until getting to the university. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Well,
So
so let's continue with our.
enroll is,
Tell
teacher,
me.
and enroll is like when you start the university.
Basically, when you choose the career or the program you want to enter and you start doing all the process, the paperwork, paying the intuition, I don't know, the other expenses you got, filling up all the formats, and you start
Yes.
your program, basically. Yes, very good.
Okay.
Okay, any
Okay.
question
Thank
about
you.
the vocabulary?
No.
No.
The problem?
No.
Perfect. So now we are going to practice a little listening exercise. I don't know if it is possible for you to listen with me here. If you don't listen, let me know and I share with you the file. Okay, so you can use it or you can listen individually. Let me see if it is possible to
Okay.
work.
Okay.
Dad, are you gonna miss me when I leave for college next week? Yahoo! No, Dad, seriously. I mean, you're always talking about Yahoo! No,
Wait.
Dad, seriously. I mean, you're always talking about how much money you'll save on food, hot water, and
Can you listen what it says or not?
More or less, but yeah.
Yeah. Kind of.
Kind of. Let's
It's like
do
Yes,
it
kind
one
of.
80%.
time, and if it is not clear, I will share with you the file. Okay. So let's listen.
Okay.
hey, Dad, are you gonna miss me when I leave for college next week? Yahoo! No, Dad, seriously. I mean, you're always talking about how much money you'll save on food, hot
Yeah.
water and gas while I'm gone.
Well, of course I will. No, well, I'll miss you, of course. No, honestly, I'll miss you and worry about you. And you've really tried to prepare yourself. I'm proud of you for that. Getting a university degree is a real accomplishment.
Exactly.
But let's go over the to-do list. Do you have everything ready? I mean, did you pay your tuition and housing fees by the deadline?
Yep.
Because if you don't, you'll lose your class schedule and you have to register all over again.
Yeah, I paid for that a few days ago.
Okay, did you sign up for the meal plan at the university so you don't have to eat instant noodles every day?
Yep, but Mom said I could take some food from home to get me started.
Well, yeah, the oatmeal's in the pantry.
Dad, Mom said I could take a bag of rice, some canned food,
and Grandpa's old army rations.
Oh, not that old stuff. Mom!
Okay. And you should set up an appointment to meet with your academic advisor to help you select future classes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Business administration will be a great major for you.
Dad.
And future possibilities, a great salary, opportunities to make a difference in the community.
Dad, I changed my major.
What? You changed your major? You switched majors?
Yeah, I really thought about it. After talking it over with Mom, I've decided to major in wildlife science.
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I want a degree in wildlife science. Analyzing, maintaining, and conserving national forests and wildlife.
What?
Dad, you can close your mouth now. I've always been interested in working with nature.
Well,
you know that. And this field will give me the opportunity to live out my dream.
Well,
I've also looked through the online university catalog, and I actually qualified for a 2-year full tuition scholarship.
Wait, when did this all happen?
I can even go to graduate school and further my education, after Todd and I get married, of course.
Graduate school? Todd? Oh, wait. Who's Todd? Oh, what's next?
Thanks for the credit card. Mom says it was a present.
Oh.
And I just tried it out to make sure it worked, and I had no problem buying my new laptop computer.
No, I'm doomed.
And Dad, where are you going?
I've decided to enroll in night school to get another degree. That's the only way I'm going to pay for your college.
Okay, did you listen everything?
Yeah, but
Yes.
What?
Would you mind repeating once again?
Of course, I will. So I just want to contextualize you a little bit on the conversation. Maybe you can help me to remember some stuff about the speaking part, right?
Yeah.
So let's see which are the characters inside the conversation.
The father and the daughter.
Father and daughter, and they are talking about
The
Going to
meal
college.
plans, the majors.
Yeah, okay, so she's going to the college, right? And they are talking about the major subjects or the major program they are trying to discuss about, right? Because there is not a definition itself. What else they say about the college?
She's gonna study.
Excuse me?
They're talking about the in what she wants to major in.
Okay, so the discussion is about what she wants to study, basically, right? What else?
Yeah.
I
Okay,
think
then-
that
All the details, like talking with the advisor and getting everything ready.
Very good. Right, thank you. Mafe, you want to complete something?
he said that at the end of the recording that because she changed the majors, he's going to enroll her in another career because it's the only way he's going to pay for her college.
Okay, yeah, she wants to
Yes.
study a different thing, but it's not about the payment. No, it's something different. But let's see what it says. Leito, something else to complement before reading, checking again the listening?
Okay, first of all, then Dad says that it is a great accomplishment what he has gotten. He's remembering her about the things that she has to bear in mind. For example, paying the tuition or about the housing fees. And lastly, maybe about the meal plan. giving her some recommendations about that.
All right, perfect. So let's listen again. I will leave you in the screen 5 different questions which we have to solve at the end of the listening. Okay, so maybe you are reading the information and you can just contextualize a little bit more on that. Okay, so let me do it again, and I share with you the screen to read the questions you have to answer. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Dad, are you gonna miss me when I leave for college next week?
Yahoo!
No, Dad, seriously. I mean, you're always talking about how much money you'll save on food, hot water, and gas while I'm gone.
Well, of course I will. No, well, I'll miss you, of course. No, honestly, I'll miss you and worry about you. And you've really tried to prepare yourself. I'm proud of you for that. Getting a university degree is a real accomplishment.
Exactly.
But let's go over the to-do list. You have everything ready? I mean, did you pay your tuition and housing fees by the deadline?
Yep.
Because if you don't, you'll lose your class schedule and you have to register all over again.
Yeah, I paid for that a few days ago.
Okay, did you sign up for the meal plan at the university so you don't have to eat instant noodles every day?
Yep, but Mom said I could take some food from home today.
Yeah, the oatmeal's in the pantry.
Dad, Mom said I could take a bag of rice, some canned food,
and Grandpa's old army rations.
Oh, not that old stuff. Mom!
Okay. And you should set up an appointment to meet with your academic advisor to help you select future classes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Business administration will be a great major for you.
Dad.
And future possibilities, great salary, opportunities to make a difference in the community.
Dad, I changed my major.
What? You changed your major? You switched majors?
Yeah, I really thought about it. After talking it over with Mom, I've decided to major in wildlife science.
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I want a degree in wildlife science. Analyzing, maintaining, and conserving national forests and wildlife.
What?
Dad, you can close your mouth now. I mean, I've always been interested in working with nature.
Well,
you know that. And this field will give me the opportunity to live out my dream.
Well,
I've also looked through the online university catalog, and I actually qualified for a 2-year full tuition scholarship.
Wait, when did this all happen?
I can even go to graduate school and further my education after Todd and I get married, of course.
Graduate school? Todd? Oh, wait. Who's Todd? Oh, what's next?
Thanks for the credit card. Mom says it was a present. And I just tried it out to make sure it worked, and I had no problem buying my new laptop.
No, I'm doomed.
Dad, where are you going?
I've decided to enroll in night school to get another degree. That's the only way I'm going to pay for your college.
Well, people, so according to the listening exercise we got, we're going to try to answer these questions, right? Are you with me?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So let me go to the main part. And okay.
Open.
Wait a second, please.
Gordo, mira.
Oh, other word.
Pues cuál
Please. Okay, can you see the screen again? Okay, so we're going to have 5 different questions in which we are going to answer these questions according to the listening we got before. So you have to tell me the option A, B, or C. Okay? We have to agree in one of the options. So the first question, what will happen if the woman doesn't pay her tuition by the due date? A, she'll have to pay a significant late fee. B, she'll be required to register again for school. Or C, she'll need to wait a semester to take the classes.
B.
B says Pablo. Mafe?
A.
Oh my gosh, we had two different options, okay? And Leo?
B.
B?
B.
So, majority wins. In that case, we are going to choose B, right? The second answer. Okay.
Yeah, because he told her to be careful with the deadline.
Okay, so it will be the due date, right? Okay, it makes sense. Let's see at the end if it is okay. Now, number 2. What is the woman planning to take with her to, sorry. What is the woman planning to take with her to school from home? A, some food. B, warm clothing. Or C, her games system. Pablo?
I think some food,
Some food. A,
something
okay.
from her something that she talks about.
Some canned food also, right? Matthew.
A too.
A, all right. And Leo?
Yeah, some food.
So we agree with the first one. Good. Number 3. Based on her major, where will she most likely work? At a bank, or a school, or in a national park?
Sí.
C, says Pablo. All right. Leo?
Um, I'm
Uh-huh.
lost.
Okay, Mafe.
C.
C? All right.
Yes.
Let's choose this one. Number 4. The father suggests a specific major based on the possibility of A, earning a decent living, B, traveling to different countries, or C, moving up in the company. Pablo?
I think it will be the A, earning a decent living.
Okay, right.
But I think he also mentioned something about moving, so I'm not sure. I think it will be A or C.
Okay, I will say
I don't know.
he mentions
Yeah.
both of them, right? Let's see
Yes.
what the other said. Mafe,
I
which one?
say C.
C, moving up in the company.
Yes.
Okay, and Leo?
I don't know. Earning a decent living. Decent living.
So Pablo, choose one.
A, okay, A.
A. Right. And number 5, the man is surprised by the fact that his daughter A already has a part-time job at the school, B has earned a scholarship for the first year, or C is involved in a serious relationship. What do you think?
C.
C, says Mafe, involved in a serious relationship. Leo?
C. C.
And Pablo? I just said C.
Yeah,
Right?
C.
Sorry. And Leo?
C.
Also C?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, C.
Okay, C.
C.
That is.
Letter
Perfect.
C, yeah.
Okay, so we got the answers. Let's see the final score. If you got, yeah, 100%. We are ready with all these answers.
Great.
Yes, basically the father mentioned something about the possibilities to get a better job, right? If she's making a major in what exactly? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Administration. Cool. Yes, but
Yeah.
she changed her mind and she wants to study.
And exactly what she said, but something about science or
Science. Yeah.
I don't
Mafe.
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Well, basically, she says something about wildlife science, the wildlife science,
yeah.
that she wants to be near to the wildlife and help Animals and blah, blah, blah. Right. Okay, perfect. So it is not difficult for us. Okay. Now we are going to go to another another little game. We are going to match, okay, some words. I don't know if it is possible to see this. Can you see this?
Yes.
Not so good.
But I can, if I move it, wait.
Yeah, better, much better.
Okay, I need to make it later a little smaller because we have another question down and I cannot move too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we got all the words. So what is the idea? We are going to match, right? These words we have on the right, we need to complement the ideas on the left, okay? According to this, we are going to read it and try to match it, okay? So Muffet, read the first situation, the first sentence, and we try to match with one of the words.
Okay. If you don't in school this fall, then consider attending classes in January.
Okay, so we got talk it over, tuition, accomplishment, or enroll.
Enroll.
Enroll?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you. Okay, so let's put in here. At the end, we know if it is real or not. Next. not yet, not yet. Okay, let's see. Pablo, help me out, please, with the second one.
Okay. My grandparents gave me some money to pay for a space because I can pay for the school expenses on my own.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think it's the correct answer? Talk it over,
I
tuition,
think it's
which?
tuition.
Tuition? All of you agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's put it here. Yo, next one.
Okay. Graduating from college is a real. You should be proud of yourself.
Mm-hmm. So the correct
Accomplishment.
accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oops. Muffet. Next one.
She decided to majors because she realized studying medicine no longer interests her. And switch.
Which? Agree.
Switch.
Okay. And final one. Pablo.
I'm majoring in economics, but I need to space with my parents. Well, the only option is talk it over, and it makes sense.
Over.
So that should be the one.
Perfect. So let's see if we got again 100%. And well done. Yes, you got it. That's simple. It is simple for you. I know. Okay, no problem with the vocabulary, no? We got everything clear.
Yeah.
What is talk over?
Yes.
Discuss.
Uh-huh. Do you have a little discussion?
Talk, yeah.
A decision about something important. Very good. Accomplishment?
Goal.
If you attain something. Yeah.
When you achieve something.
If you achieve,
So it is
attain
a goal, a future goal you got in your life. Good. Perfect. Enroll, tuition, switch.
Yes.
No problem with area. Switch is?
Change.
Change. Shift.
Switch to change something.
Perfect. It is. Very good. Excellent. Okay, people. So for having our conclusion about this part, we have some specific questions we're going to discuss, right? The first question says, what are all of the costs involved in obtaining a university degree? All the costs involved. Muffet.
What are all the costs involved in
At the university.
like just for money or
Yes, in general, the cost you have for that.
so I have to pay for the majors, my food, um, the 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 transportation, all of that. Or,
Yeah, right. In our cultural context, not because well, that's kind of difficult to get ideas about outside the universities. But yes, basically we have to pay transportation. We didn't consider that before.
yes,
Mhm.
yes.
All right. Let's see the second question we got. What are some ways students can earn money to pay for college tuition? Leo.
Okay, first of all, there is a way, and it's to have a part-time job. Maybe it could be by working at university, some kind of jobs, just like maybe to, for my, for example, in my case, I had to give classes to the youngest people in terms of music, but maybe you could help out by working at the library, or maybe you could be working in a restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
but it has to be inside the campus.
Exactly. Mhm. Is there any other possibility to get money or just working?
Well, this is what comes to my mind, but maybe if you want to work out outside, you could be working in a restaurant by washing the dishes, or maybe you could be taking care of children. This is what people, especially women, used to do in order to get some money, some bucks.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. Yes, it is. Let's see the third question we got. What additional expenses do you consider are included into enrolling in a university, Pablo? Additional expenses you can consider.
The meal plans, housing, maybe that's an additional expenses besides tuition
Mm-hmm. All right. In our Colombian context,
because in the Colombian context, transportation also included.
there is very expensive. What about
Yeah,
material?
because well,
Consider material before?
copies, I don't
Mhm.
know, books, some books that you might need
Right. Yes,
Or
actually.
when,
because it's not only the cost of the semester because you have to live somewhere, you have to eat, so you have to have that into consideration. In Colombia, you don't have in the campus, but sometimes you have to rent an apartment or a little studio apartment or share it with some people, but you need to have into consideration. And well, what you meal plan here will be like the meal plan in quotation marks, but
Yeah, exactly. We need to eat anyway, like you finish a class and you need
yes,
maybe coffee or you need some little things. So it represents money. Anyway, you say that's cheap and everything, but it represents at the end of the day, that you have to pay a lot of things. Mafe?
exactly, yeah.
yes, I think maybe there are other careers in Colombia like geology, and they have to go outside university to other cities, and they have to pay everything by their own money. And also, if you study medicine, they have to buy the tools like the thermometer, yeah, something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
those kind of tools are expensive.
Sure, yes. The kind of expeditions they have to do outside the city and everything
Yes.
represents a lot of money. Or architecture, for example, they have a lot of
Oof.
material to pay all the time. They have to buy and buy different things. So really, it's really expensive. It's a really expensive career.
Yes.
All right. Okay, people. And the final question that is for everyone. What kind of programs do you think are the most expensive to enroll in, taking into account our Colombian cultural context?
Medicine, of course.
Medicine.
medicine,
Yes.
architecture, maybe.
Like social, political science, like to be a lawyer, laws.
Hmm?
Some
Oh,
engineering majors, maybe.
engineering. That those are really expensive, and of
Yes,
course, well, depends on the university
and
because there are
boring.
some good universities which offer these kind of programs, right? Like public universities. But if you are thinking about, the private universities, they are really, really expensive.
Yes,
Like
Did you consider to study in a different university before starting
if,
at university?
if we have considered,
If you before, I mean, did you consider before starting at university? Did you consider a different university?
yeah, in my
yes.
case, yes. But the thing is, I work. I have a part-time job,
Mm-hmm.
so it was kind of difficult with the schedule. But
Okay,
being like
so
at
you thought about
distance,
presential university.
yes, yes. But
Yes.
because I work and other obligations, it was kind of difficult. So
Mm-hmm.
gave me more independence
Right. Yes, I know.
and
That's
autonomy and all that stuff.
all right. To study the same career, or did you consider a different major?
I,
Or,
I didn't listen.
yeah,
No, this same career, the same career.
same career you considered. Okay. And you, Mafe, did
Yes.
you consider a different major before
I
starting?
did it. I studied 7 semesters in another university. But
Bachelor
then
or a different major?
the same, but was with French too.
Oh, okay, okay. So, yeah, I remember you were teaching French, so you have to teach me French again because I forgot it. I really forgot it. I had many years without practicing French. Okay, and Julia, did you consider a different major, different to music?
Uh, Now, if you ask me, I consider that music was what I wanted to study since I was a child, but maybe for some kind of reasons, I decided to branch out into another career because it's very difficult for people to get a well-paid job in Colombia. That's why I decided to study English as a second language. I consider that maybe because of the experience that I've had for a long time, I would be able to get a well-paid job in the future. But I have to thank music because I'm earning, I'm making money, and with that money, I'm paying this career. So this is something that I have to appreciate. I have to look on the bright side. Although there are some kind of things that I don't like about this thing that I'm doing. For example, I have to teach at school, but there are some things that I don't like it. Maybe it could be the rudeness of people, especially students. That this is something that I try to see as I don't know, as a teaching, a way of teaching, a learning process or a teaching process, proceso de enseñanza.
Yeah, learning
Because
process.
I learned how to manage a group because this is something special. If you want to be a good teacher, no matter how career you are dedicating, you are studying, but if you are not able to manage a group, you're going to be in trouble. Maybe you could have a C2 level, but if you don't know how to deal with students, you're going to be in trouble. So this is something that I try to learn every single day. Is it's a little bit hard, but this is a learning process, and I'm proud of be taking of this kind of thing.
Yeah, sure. And let me tell you, new generations are maybe more complicated than we were before. um, I am working, as I told you before, I am working with Sena. So basically, my students are teenagers from vulnerable places. So you can imagine what kind of students I have. So I have to handle many situations that you cannot realize in your normal life, like your daily life. You said, seriously, it is happening to these little kids because they are kids, 17, 20 years old. But it's really difficult to handle those situations and not to be involved in their problems, because finally, as a teacher, you get all the things and the energy, you get all this energy inside you, because you are a teacher too, right, Mafe?
Yes.
And that's really difficult to handle these things, like the emotions you
Your
have
feelings.
got. So it's part of everyday learning, because we never stop learning. Actually, you are going to be all the time like trying to be better. That's why I was studying psychology too, because I try to help my students. So yes, I understand your point. And that is a curious thing, right? Because you were studying music, and the music is giving you money to study a different career. So basically we have always the idea that is the opposite, right? That you are studying something that you get money with, and then you study what you like.
Yeah.
That's the most common idea, right? But well, you did the opposite and it works.
There's something that I have to tell, and it's the fact that although I study music, I wasn't specialized, for example, for playing the clarinet and maybe to teach uh, maybe some kind of things that pertains to music history. But in that school, I have to do something different. I have to teach how to play, for example, the lira or some kind of drums, percussion, or maybe something about how to draw. And it's very different from what I was doing before. So
Uh-huh.
you have to be flexible, because you know that, yeah, there is a generation jobless, and there are some few chances for people to get a job. And my parents witnessed my struggle in order to get a job easily, because after graduating from Javeriana, I was struggling for maybe 3 years in order to get a job.
Um, so difficult.
Yeah,
I can't imagine.
yeah. So I
But
try to be patient, and
that's
as I told you before, what I try to do is to be able to handle people, to have a good, yeah, group management, and
uh
this is very remarkable
okay,
if you want to
perfect.
be a good teacher.
That's really important for teachers to manage time, to manage people, handle difficult situations. So more than the subject you are teaching, you have to become psychology, mother, father, everything. So it's really
Because
to
I
have it.
know people that, for example, maybe they study engineer, but they weren't able to get a job. There are no openings for them to be part of a venture of a company. So they decided to drive a taxi, or maybe they're playing a musical instrument, and they were able to do this kind of thing by watching our YouTube. Yeah, although you don't believe, I was, for example, listening a program about some people from Venezuela who are living in Spain. For example, there is a special case about a man who decided to play the saxophone in an underground, but he having the chance of taking classes with a professional. He did this by, yeah, by taking some tuitions in YouTube, or maybe another, a girl who is working in a board, but he was, for example, working as an engineer when living in Venezuela.
Hmm,
But
okay.
yeah, they're doing something different, but because of that kind of job, that is because they're living. This is what they do for a living.
All right. Well, there is a little reflection we have today about our degrees. If or we have to change it now, but I know all of us we can excellent English teacher now that you are studying for finishing this part of your life, because I suppose you want to study master degree and PhD and everything, as we said at the beginning. Okay, something to conclude. Maybe Pablo, you want to say something before we go?
No, I don't think so. It was nice to meet all of you, and I hope we can continue to do these encounters. They're really nice.
Sure, we can meet different people from any place in our country because we are all in a different place. But
Yeah,
look,
exactly.
we some opinions and some point of view. So that's really interesting. Okay, people. So that's everything for today. Thank you very much for sharing with me today this session. Remember, you have a schedule if you want to schedule again. Remember, every week you have to check for the teacher or the schedule which possibly fix your needs. Okay, so don't forget to do it and continue practicing a lot. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
teacher.
you.
Thank you, teacher Viviana. Bye bye.
All right.
Bye to all.
Bye, teacher.
Sleep tight.
Bye. Bye
Bye
bye,
bye.
guys. Take care.